Welcome to Book Weekly, your weekly recap on all things book and stuff. Announcements, mints, price action, all the info in one video. During the BookCon, Josh, the CEO of Book, announced that Stuff.io would launch in May. In the latest newsletter, they wrote that they're still working on polishing the app. And earlier this week, Josh actually published a video giving us a bit more insight on what's happening. The video is here. I'm gonna try and zoom in. Hopefully it will be visible. Yeah, that should do it. So I'm gonna go step by step, kind of dissecting the video. What do we see here? We see book powered by Stuff.io, store my stuff, live mints, and then the usual wallet information. And then what kind of assets do they have? We have two assets called Go Banana, which are videos, it's written here. And then we have the Wizard of Oz, which is just a normal ebook. And already this is interesting because I was always under the impression that Book will have its app, Stuff would have its app, but it looks like that on the web reader, on the website, the desktop version, we get everything in one place. We have ebooks and videos next to each other. So, okay, I mean, it's more convenient like this, maybe just one account then, one user account to access all the content. I mean, it's definitely easier that way rather than going to two different websites. But at the same time, they announced that there will be a Stuff.io website, so I'm a bit confused at that point. Or maybe just for demo purposes, I don't know. But yeah, let's see how it's gonna look like in the end. Now, to get back to the actual content of the video, what they show is that, so they click this Go Banana clip, and Josh is showing some folder, probably some temporary data folder. And what's happening is that, so he's launching the video, some scene from The Simpsons, and you can see there's a list of shards that are being added to this folder. They all are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And what Josh explains in his post is that each shard is 1 second. And what it does, basically it's streaming. So you click your DA, your video DA, it plays, and what it does is download every second of the video. And then what happens is that you see it adds up. And then what Josh does is that he skips to the end of the video. So it loads a bit and then it goes on. And it shows you that, hopefully it's visible on the video, but I will just try and, maybe I'll do like this. Yeah, so you see we were at the shard 36, probably the 36th second of the clip. Then he skipped forward and we went straight to 59. And then it kept on buffering the next seconds of the video. So this video is pretty short. It's 1 minute 7 seconds. So it's just a proof of concept, I suppose. The speculation is, will we be able to watch The Simpsons? That would be quite the announcement, like own your Simpson episode. I wonder if some episodes are banned now. I remember this controversy with the voice actors of some ethnic characters. So it would be interesting to see if there's some potential there. But most likely it's just for the demonstration, for the proof of concept. So that's nice to see that it works. I mean, that's the bottom line. We have videos and we can decrypt them, we can own them. And then a bit later this week, Stuff.io posted, soon you'll be able to own music videos. And what do we see here? Snoop Dogg. There's a theme with Snoop, to be honest. I guess they just like the artist, or maybe because Snoop is quite open to Web3 in general. Maybe that's why they always put him in there. So own your music video here. They had this mock-up of the Stuff app some time ago. In the mock-up, it was also a Snoop Dogg song. At the BookCon, because it was 420, there was Snoop champagne. So I don't know if they just like the guy or if there's something going on or they're trying to get his attention. Not sure. But as a reminder, one of the advisors of book stuff is Rio Karef, the ex-CEO of Vivo, which is a company doing exactly that, music videos. So we can imagine a world where, it's not just marketing and just buzzwords. It's gonna happen. Now I wonder what kind of music videos I would like to own and for what purpose. But maybe that would be cool, like a music video that would be maybe super long. Like, I love Iron Maiden and they have songs that are quite long. So it doesn't really work for a music video, with short attention span and so on. So maybe that could be cool. A video where there's an actual work being done, like a mini movie, really high quality stuff, kind of long. So that could be cool to own. So stuff, they are working on it. We still don't have a date for the website. Let's Google it actually. Stuff.io. What happens when I do that? Okay, yeah, it just redirects me to book.io. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, it's supposed to be this month. For the latest newsletter, they're working on it. They made a demonstration of what the app is able to do with videos. So they're getting there. Will they make it in the last 2 weeks of May? We'll see. But if not May, probably very soon in June, given where they are at with the tech already. So stay tuned for more stuff. The main schedule this week was pretty interesting, with some throwback to older series. It started with Monday Meditations 3.0, the genealogy of morals. Very, very low quantity, less than 200s. And it's holding okay on secondary with floor price similar to the mint price. Alright, Monday Meditations was source of a lot of PTSD for hardcore collectors back in the days. The 3.0 iteration of that series was said to have books that would be more spread out. But I feel like it was not so long ago that we had the other one of the Monday Meditations 3. I'm just gonna scroll down. Yeah, it was basically before the BookCon, so okay, almost a month ago. Oh, and this one is doing super well. Actually, wow, 385 floor for 200 ADA mint price. So maybe something to keep an eye on. I'm actually a bit surprised that those books are so popular because they seem to be such hard topics. But maybe it's not a myth. Maybe the Cardano community is educated and can handle those philosophical concepts. So, alright, Monday Meditations, that was Monday. And then we had a flurry of books from the Banned Book a Day series. This one, this is a continuation of the series that happened in the past. And the way they had done it was to have 5 mints in the same week. And if you held everything, snapshot, airdrop. And it looks like they're doing the same. And there are some really good titles in there. 12 Years a Slave, which is quite a classic. And I really enjoyed photorealistic art on this one. It looks like everything is an actual picture. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's one. Then Madame Bovary by Flaubert. What kind of art do we have in there? Oh yeah, I can see how it could get popular. And I really like those ones with those colors. They pop pretty nicely. Yeah, and so basically the whole week we had one of those books. The quantity is also very low, it's 232. It's the same quantity as the prior airdrop in this series, which was the Uncle Tom's Cabin. So that's why it's capped at such a low number. And notice how there was never a discount. It was always 39 ADA. And well, Floor, our Canterbury Tales, this must have been swept. 90 ADA Floor for 39 ADA, that's quite good. And Joel Stories by Honoré de Balzac, that's how you say it. So yeah, Joel Stories, yeah, is slightly over, and Lysistrata as well. So yeah, this week, pure banned book a day. And you can see here there is an outlier, which is Hist on Alpha. And this was a very nice surprise. So this is a comic book, as you can see by the cover. There are only 6 covers. And why is it cool? Because not only it's a comic book, which has quite an interesting story from what I recall. It's about, don't quote me on this, it's about basically the idea that you can travel to different realities. So it's the same planet Earth, kind of in a futuristic background, and you can travel between those different realities, and there are people who basically steal the resources from each iteration of the planet Earth, and so they go around and steal stuff, hence the name Hist on Alpha. And why is it cool? I mean, not only it's just nice to have a comic book and it's pretty well drawn, I think, but this is an extended special edition. And I don't remember the exact content, but I think it was like 2 bonus stories and 60 pages of bonus material. Like maybe some sketches that they did, maybe some scripts about the storyline, some storyboards. And this is exactly what a collector edition should be. Not only, okay, you have a unique cover, it's nice, but the extra content, this is what adds utility. And I remember Dave Neil Wilson, who did how was it called? Heart of Dragon, The Invoker, maybe, or maybe I'm getting mixed. But the reason I mention him is because he did exactly that in one of his last mints. I'm gonna try and find it here. He did that there was a random bonus story that would be added to the book. So maybe I should look at Living Offer. Yeah, it's here. So the rest of the story so far. By the way, shout out to him for doing the AI covers himself. And so yeah, in this book, I think it's actually a bunch of books bundled together already, but also if you get lucky, you get an extra novella included. And so there are basically 3 versions of the book going around. The standard one with the novella number 1, and one with the novella number 2. So if you want the whole content, you need at least 2 books. And this is really cool. That's what people want. They want to connect with the authors. Dave is super active on Discord. Big supporter of Book.io, golden bookmark holder, I believe. So you have those people that they want to give you stuff. They want to give you this extra content. They want you to be a fan. They want to super serve you. And it is possible once you have Book.io and you can connect readers with the authors. And I feel like there's so much more content we can get. It's so empowering and encouraging for creators. to get this direct connection that book is doing something right. Earlier this week there was the snapshot for the audiobook Genesis, and I want to take some time to explain how all that works and how you can get the airdrops basically. So it was announced by Jason. You'll see there will always be announcements. So the idea is that if you have all the books or select books within a series at a specific point in time, then you are entitled to receive a free book. So this is what we call an airdrop. And so here in this message, you can see that for the audiobook Genesis snapshot or snappy, you needed to hold all of these books. So one of each at least. So one Alice, one Iliad, Frankenstein, Moby Dick, Dracula, Odyssey, and Pride and Prejudice. So if you held one of those on the day, this was May 16th at 9 p.m. UTC, then at some point in the future, we don't know yet, you will get an extra book for free. And this is a fantastic way to reward collectors. So now I get a lot of questions. People are not sure which books they need and so on. So I'm gonna try and explain how all of that works. First of all, you can go to the book series channel where you see the different series with the different books in there, and you see, for instance, here adventure series, you see this book drop emoji. This means it was an airdrop. So to get the Three Musketeers, you needed to hold all of this. To get the Man in the Iron Mask, you also needed some books and so on. So you can see there are series that have quite some airdrops, and then you have series that have no airdrop yet. And so to take the audiobook Genesis, so if you want the list of books that are needed, that are part of the series, you can look here, or you can look in the announcement. There are many snapshots and airdrops going on. There are many series. So one easy way to take care of this is by going to bot command. If you type the airdrop command, so here, and then you can choose the blockchain, then you get a message like this where you see everything that is going on. So of course there is the monthly book token airdrop for Gutenberg Bible holders, but also we see all the ones that are book related. So we see we are waiting for multi-chain one. The snapshot was taken on February 2nd. The airdrop is planned for May. It was postponed from March, so it's been a while. And if I go here to audiobook Genesis, for instance, you see this is a link. And if I click here, well, I get sent to the corresponding announcements. And the announcement will always be the source of truth. The book series channel, I maintain it to the best of my knowledge, but it's manual work, so it's not perfect. So always refer to the actual announcement. So this is for the audiobook Genesis. If we go to Monday Meditations, where we have it here. So that's how you can make sure you have everything. Now there are some tools to help you, like the famous Explorer, Bex Explorer. So in there, if you connect your wallet, so here I have the list of the different series, and if I scroll to the right, it will tell me how many sets I own and how many books. So what is this first series? It's Adventure. So if I go here, I have the full list with all the information that I would want. And again, if I scroll to the right, I see, okay, I have this one here. What is this? It's Treasure Island. So I have this. And well, if I wanted to complete that set, you see it would take me a lot of books. So how do you complete a series? Of course, you can just mint every book, like the Banned Book a Day series this week. every day you mint a book, you get everything and you're set. You can buy on secondary as well, or you can rent, and this is awesome. So let's say that this is the El Paso verse, or I happen to have all of them, but let's say I was missing the first one, Without Mercy. I see it's still minting, but well, I don't have I don't want to pay 79 ADA to get it. I just want it precisely for the snapshot. I just need it for one day, so when the snapshot is taken, I have it. So what you can do is click here, and you can go to Fleet Tokens. And Fleet Tokens is a wonderful site where you can lend or rent books. So in the case of a snapshot where you need all the books in a series, you can go there and say, okay, well, I need this one for the snapshot. I can rent it for 2 ADA. So do you want to buy for 79 or do you want to rent for 2 ADA? And then you get the airdrop. If we look here, there was already an airdrop. It's the third book. You can see the offer is 20 ADA, floor price 44. Imagine you didn't have any of those 2 books. So one you could rent for 2 ADA, the other one also for 2 ADA. So for 4 ADAs, you would get the snapshot to get the airdrop, which is liquid for 20 ADA, so a 5x. But not too shabby. With volume, it can work. So when you see those snapshots, look at the official announcements, use the airdrop command in Discord to see the actual announcement. Then go to Bex Explorer to see the books that you own. It's super helpful and it gives you the links to rent them. Then just make sure you have everything on the day of the snapshot and then wait for your free airdrop. Simple as that. So I hope that now you'll get a bit more clarity on how that works. There are many series, many airdrops, and if you have a quick look at all the airdrops, so I'm ordering by mint price. You see this little balloon emoji here. This means airdrop. And so what do we have? This was free. I'm just gonna look at the liquid offer. So this was, let's call it free or 20 ADA, 60 ADA. Or Wizard Team, only 10. It deserves more credit. I started listening to it, it's pretty cool. Then BookCon, a bit different. People had to pay for their tickets, so I guess they want their money back. But pretty good offers nonetheless. If you had like a VIP ticket, that was like 1,000 USD with the OG Book Club discount. And what do you have? Maybe 1.6 thousand ADA, so around $800. So yeah, almost your money back. Look, Monday Meditations too. The offer is 465 ADA. Of course, when there's a lot of anticipation for an airdrop, you don't rent the books for 2 ADA. It goes up to 50 ADA per book. Meditations in particular is very hard to get. But hey, you may just find someone in the OG Book Club willing to lend it to you for cheaper. I know I've done that quite a few times. So it's a great way. You want the airdrop, just rent for cheap instead of buying the book on secondary. And if you have extra books and maybe you're not going for the airdrop, just put them for rent at Fleet Tokens. And then you earn some extra ADA. Why not? Return on investment, passive income. That's the thing that people like, don't they? So think about it. Revenue stream, Fleet Tokens works great. And definitely use Bex Explorer to get the links to Fleet Tokens, because Fleet Token is not verifying every policy. They don't add all the books. So for instance, I'm here, okay, Without Mercy, that's great. But if I want to rent something else, see, if I type here Mercy, it doesn't show up because it's not verified. So you need to you need a very specific URL to access it. And Bex takes care of everything. I know it's also manual work for him. So, I mean, Evie, not Bex. Bex is a platform. Evie is the developer. So yeah, he takes care of everything. Just give him some time to get up to date. But generally speaking, this is how to say, a very needed tool for every book collector. It's free to access, and if you want to support, he has a JPEG on JPEG Store. He has a collection of NFTs just to help him with server cost and things like that. And it allows the platform to handle bigger bookshelves. Like if you have, I think, more than 300 books, I think it's not going to render everything unless you have a Gutenberg Bible. If you have more than 1,000 books maybe, then you need one of those NFTs. So it's a cool way to not just give back to a valuable member of the community. Let's look at our favorite token now, the book token. We can see on the chart, on the 7th day, 0% change. Like nothing happened. It's not exactly true when we look at the details here. We see that it went down to basically a bit less than 2 cents before going back up a little bit. So, okay, looks like this is a strong support zone around the 2 cent mark. Very good. And we're going up slowly, and people are wondering, and it's fair, like what will be the next catalyst? Because, book is building all the time, and looks like all the native tokens took a hit for this splash pre-sale. What I heard, I'm not interested in it, but apparently, liquidity got moved around. Maybe now it's coming back after this pre-sale, not sure. But what's the next catalyst? And people have been thinking about read to earn. FYI, read to earn is planned for this year. It's part of the 2024 goals of book for mass adoption. So it's gonna happen. But then, how is that a price catalyst? If anything, it's just gonna dilute the token more, because the emission is really high the first 2 years. Maybe it's a price catalyst just the other way around. It's not gonna pump, it's gonna go down. But at the same time, it depends what you put in front of that. If you have more tokens, but not more people, then everyone becomes richer. In a sense, they have more tokens, so they can swap them, trade them more easily. But if we have more people coming in, then actually what happens is that the token is being spread around, and people who had it, they have an opportunity to sell to newcomers, and those newcomers have a higher entry point, so they're not gonna dump so fast, ideally. So I'm really curious to see how it's all gonna evolve. Will the crypto space speculate that, hey, return, it is revolutionary. Like, you can read, earn your tokens, and not only that, but there's the other side of the coin, which is that anyone who wants to publish on book.io will need that token. So if they implement read to earn, they need to implement the full cycle, right? Not only earning the tokens, but also have people on the other side, buying the tokens. So authors buy so that readers can earn. So maybe that will be the way to grow the token distribution and the token price. Something else I want to touch on is that very quickly, if we look at the holders, I think we lost like 100 since last week. So price goes up, price recovers rather, holders go down, so it means that these things here, it's people exiting, so those red candles, and the green ones, it's believers who are accumulating at a good price. So looks like the core community is still or believes a lot in the prospect of the token. So we are seeing a very small concentration. I will just paraphrase Bison, bullish on the book community. Let's see how it works. Apparently ADA is doing a bit better, so people are shifting to this more bullish sentiment. Maybe you don't need a reason. Maybe you just need a general crypto positive sentiment so that everything pumps. Maybe it will be that simple. It's not always rational, isn't it? Is it? So yeah, token not, recovering, so that's positive, but we're still far from the all-time high. Actually, it's great because this was when, like a bit more than a month ago. Can you imagine? Maybe 1 month from now we'll be back up here. And why I say that, because, well, there is Stuff.io coming this month, but Stuff won't have a token. At least that's how it was presented, that there are no plans, it's being discussed, but nothing set in stone. And something that Josh mentioned during the last Reddit AMA was that they would do everything to protect book holders. And if you look at what they did with the Gutenberg Bibles, the dropping, that if you would hold one Bible, you would get one airdropped, and then again, 1 for 1 airdrop, and so on. Is there a world where you would get Stuff tokens based on how much book tokens you hold? I don't think it's so far-fetched. Again, if there is a Stuff token to begin with. But I guess that would be a way to protect book holders, to give them more stuff, and that would be a price catalyst, to get an extra token for the one you already own. We all remember this crazy airdrop trend on Solana, where they would just airdrop tokens and prices would go parabolic. I'm not saying they're gonna take a page out of this book, but I don't know. My point is that we just need something. Like, it's that simple. No, we just need this big announcement or those macro trend environment, going bullish again, and it all flips. So as much as it hurts to lose 50% in 1 month, we are still basically like 2.5x above the ITO price. So we sit comfortably. And we just need this one announcement. And God knows that the book is building, that Read2Earn will come, Stuff will come. They are in talks with a large comic publisher. What else do we need? Well, just wait and enjoy. I say that every week, but it's really that simple. And that's it for this week's video. Not much happened, but I somehow managed to talk quite a long time. Sorry about that. Thanks for following, for tagging along, and I'll see you next week with hopefully more interesting news. Let's see. Take care and see you next time.